Finally, the current season is about to end, but wait, the next update has some surprises in it. The update is named as Supercharged Summer Part 1 and Part 2, which is coming out with 5 cars, so not a whole lot much to be honest, but I'm excited about the cars, so let's dive into it. So first car is Lotus ER-9. If you look at the rank, it will sit at the top of Class B as rank-based king. So the top speed is 365 km per hour, is not like a whole lot since it is an acceleration-oriented car. Gameloft quoted it to have explosive acceleration and buttery smooth handling. By that, if they are saying that this car has handling like Varna, then I won't hate it. Since it is an acceleration-oriented car, it must have the perfect nitro boost. But the nitro at 41 feels mediocre. Maybe the explosive acceleration doesn't need that high of nitro. This car will be featured in its own dedicated special event, and the required cars are Pagani Zonda HP Barchetta, which will also have its key hunt, McLaren F1LM, Spania GTA Spano, like I mentioned earlier, useless car but required one for the events as paywall, Peugeot 9X8, Zenvo TS RS, and the new Maserati GT2, which is the car right here. This car is going to sit at top of Class C. It has speed, if I'm not wrong, nearly as fast as Ferrari F50. The acceleration 83 is quite decent. The handling is 63, which might lack since Maserati feels lacking in drifting and smoothness to drive, and the nitro is just average at 46. This car is gonna come out in a Grand Prix. Next up we have Aston Martin DB12, and the color and the look of this car is just amazing. It has a top speed as that of Grand Sport, maybe little more, but the acceleration is a lot lacking, standing just at 74. The handling at 69 feels promising, but we will see how the drifting turns out to be, and the nitro efficiency on paper is feeling strong. Look like we have an expensive competitor for the cheap Grand Sport. It is gonna be featured as a Legend Pass car. Next is, I have a lot of questions. What is it? Who designed it? Named it? What was the vision even behind it? It feels like a deformed car that is not even a bad vehicle, but specifically designed for singles, because it gives me shivers how one person can possibly fit in that tight space. It is called Mcmurtry Speirling. I hope I pronounced that right. It's just another average low-tier A-class car. For A-class car, the top speed does not look like a whole lot promising, but somehow, whatever this thing is, it has top-notch acceleration of 90 points. Even at 2 to 3 star, this car will demolish the competition in Classic and Go series. The handling of 80 looks promising, but the nitro is just 60. It will come out in an Unleash event, and the required cars are McLaren GT, Aston Martin DBS Superleggera, Lamborghini Remington Roadster, and the Apex AP0. Next up is Nissan GTR Neon Edition, which by appearance looks amazing, but it does not have like some amazing stat. Top speed is average, the acceleration is average, handling seems to be pretty nimble at 90, so it might handle like as smooth as F8 Tributo, and the nitro is strong at 67, so yeah, it does look amazing. As for the special event in the Supercharged Summer Part 1, the Lotus ER-9 will come in its own special event, and the required cars I have mentioned earlier. I think this time it will be a VR, which is gonna be out of B-Class Elite. I think we have situation that one Lotus kicked out another Lotus from Elite event. Maserati GT2 will come in its own dedicated Grand Prix. The Faraday Future FF01 will return, not in a road test but in an Unleashed event, and the required cars are still unknown. But here comes the suffering. Glickenhaus 007S will come in the special hunt. Let me know in the comment section how many credits do you have as for now. SSC Tuatara is coming back, and I don't think that this will be an easy event. Even though the Tuatara is not an S-Class Elite, it is still an OP car like Jesko, so Gameloft will be notorious towards their monetary gain. Maserati GT2 will come in its own Grand Prix and is a required car for ER9 special event. Somehow I keep calling it R390 for some reason. In the end, McLaren Speedtail will return in a star way. As for the time-limited events, we have Running Green TLE featuring Apex AP0, Coastal Cruising TLE featuring Porsche 911 GTS Coupe, the Dragon Boat TLE will return featuring Ferrari F8 Tributo, and Endurance Showdown TLE will happen on Paris, which will feature Ferrari F50, McLaren GT, and Ford GT. The Summer Solstice TLE will happen, however, the detail of the car is not mentioned. The Overclock and Season Showcase TLE along with the Legend Pass TLE featuring Aston Martin DB12 will also happen. The key and car hunts for the season are Pagani Zonda HP Barchetta, Maserati MC12, Mercedes-Benz CLK GTR, Ital Design Da Vinci, and Aston Martin Victor. As for the special event of Supercharged Summer Part 2, we will have special event of Nissan GTR Neon Edition. The Mcmurtry Speirling will come in an Unleash event, and the required cars I have mentioned previously. The Huracan Evo Spider will come in a Starway, and that glitchy Ferrari 296 GTB, it will come in a rerun of its Grand Prix. A dedicated special event called My Hero Academia will occur. Look like it will feature a Spark Owl. The detail of the sported car is not mentioned, but it will be a long event and it will feature 8 decals included 2 animated ones. The first 10 stages will be a free try, but it is not known how much of these stages will be there. My guess is there might be 18 or so stages of these events since it will be a long event. As for the time limited events, Formula E will come back so that every C-Class Formula E car will come back in a time limited event. Vision 1789 will be featured in a time limited event on Paris. I think this will be a Bastille Day event. 4th July TLE will feature some American cars. The Gaming Galore TLE will come and it will focus for beginners in the game. However, the details of the car are still unknown. The Legend Pass Overclock Pass Season 2 showcase will also happen. The key and car hunt will be as follows: Glickenhaus 004C, Ferrari Roma, Apex AP0 and the Nitro King Peugeot SR1. The legendary hunt will feature McLaren Artura. At the end, it was mentioned that on May 29 at 12 o'clock CST, the game will undergo maintenance on Xbox, Windows and Steam platforms. So try to claim your event's reward before this time frame, else you will lose it.